Hey family, so I got a friend of mine named Joyce. Hey girl, hey. She calls me crazy man. I love it. She asked me one time, did I cook like this when we was back in Hempstead? Nah, back in Hempstead I was into music and mayhem. You wanna know about it? Read the book. No, I didn't cook like this. I could cook. I've been cooking since I was about 7 years old. But like this, nah, like this came a process. See, what had happened was, I just love saying that. See, what happened was, about 2019, I figured I was gonna start traveling. I wanted to see the world, wanted to see some new stuff. Thought I'd go to Panama, go to Alaska, go to Africa, get some new cuisines, get some new scenes, but then the pandemic came around and shut the world down. Well, figured, since I can't see the world, I can maybe tour the world on a plate. So I started cooking. Started cooking stuff from different countries, different places. I mean, I always cook some different stuff, but I started pushing. Thing about me is I always like to try to get better than I was the last time, whatever I do. So I start pushing. So I started cooking a little better, started doing a little more, started trying a few other things, and now I cook like I do now. Now, since I'm on a truck all the time, I don't get the lovely advantages of doing things like date night. What is that? And, I don't even get a chance to have somebody come over to my house and cook for them. I ask people, hey, why don't you come over? I'll cook for you. It's like, you live on a truck? Nah, I ain't. Oh well. So, just because I live on a truck and I'm never in the same place, it's hard to even find somebody to come over and cook for them. And I still cook with love and intentions. Well, I still do enjoy the finer things in life. So, today I'm cooking for me. And I'm gonna cook some of the finer things in life. Hope you enjoy. Let's go. Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks. I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. So the first thing I did was got my sweet potato ready for the oven. I didn't put it in yet, but I got it ready because I can't use my hot plate and my ovens at the same time. I started with the hot plate and my green pea puree. Got my green peas out the freezer, put them in some hot water, put those peas in my food processor, blend them down till they're nice and smooth and look like that. And to that, I added some salt, some white pepper, and some wasabi sauce to taste. Then I put my sweet potato in the oven for about 2 hours at 350, or at least until it was nice and soft. I took out some filet mignon and got to pat it dry. You don't want it juicy. Then I put it back into one of my Ziploc bags so I can season it up. Little salt, a little bit of black pepper. Not going to do too much to this because we want this to taste like filet mignon. Little garlic, granulated garlic. Not garlic salt, that'd be too much salt. Some Worcestershire, a little bit of soy sauce, and a drop or two of olive oil. That's it. Close that up, You know how we do, squish everything around, let everything touch everything so everything tastes like everything, let the air out, let it marinate. So when my sweet potato is nice and soft, I turn my skillet on, let it get nice and hot, check it for heat. When you know it's up to temperature, you want it ripping hot, put some olive oil in the pan, a decent amount. We ain't gonna fry this, but we want a little bit, and we're also gonna put a pat of butter in there. The oil's gonna keep the butter from burning, the butter's gonna keep the oil from burning, and together they're gonna give you an amazing flavor. Now once your butter and oil is up to temperature and everything's nice and hot, and you're gonna lay your filet mignon in this lovely liquid. You should hear a little sizzle on that pan. And we're only going for about 2 minutes per side. Yeah, I'm speeding up the video a little bit, but it's only gonna be in there 2 minutes aside. After 2 minutes, flip it over. Give that side 2 minutes also. That's all you're gonna need. The steak will not be done, but that's all it is. 2 minutes aside. Baste it a little bit if you can. Because filet mignon has almost no fat in it. That's why you're using oil and butter, because you gotta make sure you put some fat back on it, in it, cook it with it. But let me tell you, after 2 minutes, you're gonna put this in a preheated oven at 450 for about 5 minutes. You're gonna thank me. And while our steak's in the oven, we're gonna get our scallops ready. We put them in some paper towel to get most of that moisture off. And then we're gonna put our pan on, get that also ripping hot. Scallops take about, depending on where you are, 2 to 3 minutes aside. Actually about 2 minutes per side. If you're in a home, you got a nice high heat on your stove. My little hot plate, it gets so I gave it about 3 minutes aside. So now when that pan was nice and ripping hot, I put some olive oil. I put some of the oil and butter that I cooked the steak in this pan too, just to give it some more flavor, to make the flavors, balance out and combine. I only used 3 scallops today. Make sure they get nice and hot. You want to cook them until they caramelize a little bit. It means they get a little color on that side that you have in the fire. It's not going to take too much time. Like I said, about 2 minutes per side, depending on how thick your scallop is. That should be enough. Check them every now and then. Like I said, when they start to caramelize, turn them over. Get some color on that second side. You can baste it also every now and then. Want to keep these moist. We want to keep that intensity going. And remember, I can't use my ovens and my hot plate at the same time. Pulls too much current, shuts me down. So I had to start my scallops after I had my steak in the oven for 5 minutes. Now my steak is resting. I'm cooking up my scallops. We're almost ready to plate this lovely meal up. But I did make an oyster sauce vinaigrette. Check this out. Now I'm not one for measuring, but I'll try. I put about 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Let's see. Some garlic oil. Not too much. Like I said, garlic oil is strong. A little bit of shallot oil. A little bit of minced onions. A pinch of dried chives, an even smaller pinch of crushed red pepper, a drizzle of olive oil, some rice wine vinegar, and that's about it. Shake it up until it's nicely blend. Taste it to see if you left out anything. Maybe a touch of salt, a little black pepper. That's it. Shake it up. That's it. It's done. So back in the day, I made this tape. It's actually on a reel of reel. It was kind of like a jazz club. So I named it the Smoke-Filled Room. Me and my pops used to sit and listen to it a lot, and sipping on some brandy and just chilling. So now in my mind, I've expanded the Smoke-Filled Room, and now it's a dinner club. Check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smoke-Filled Room. Tonight we have a great ensemble of artists appearing together for the first time. On guitar and vocals, we have Mr. George Benson. On sax, we have Mr. Boney James. Keyboard, we have Mr. Brian Culbertson. On bass, we have Mr. Marcus Miller. On drums, Mr. Questlove. And on vocal, we have the lovely, beautiful, and talented Miss Jill Scott. And then just before the band starts to play, waiters would bring out the food. And this is what we'd serve. Today I've prepared for you Filet Mignon, nestled in a sweet potato mash. Sea scallops on top of a bed of wasabi green pea puree topped with black caviar, some lime black rice, and hors d'oeuvres of fresh clams with a chili garlic sauce, and our garden salad with our special oyster sauce vinaigrette. Bon appetit. And like I said, if I do this on a truck, any monkey with a stick and a hot rock can do this at any time.